Well, hey guys, good evening. It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. It's great to be with you on Inspirations for Your Life. I do want to let you know I had a fantastic birthday to all of you that said happy birthday to me. I am very grateful. I actually published a video just the other day about that, just yesterday, just thanking everyone. It was really great to have everyone here. And yeah, it is really great to be with everyone. So, welcome to Inspiration of Your Life. If this is your very first time here, I want to take the opportunity, guys, to say thank you and welcome to the show. If you've been here before, you know what I want to say? I want to say welcome back. So, it's great to have wonderful people here that appreciate the quality of my content. And yes, want to keep coming back and sharing it with those they care about, as well as improving their own lives themselves. All right. So, Sunday means that we're on day two of our brand new master topic. Hey guys, if you're thirsty, if you're hungry, or whatever, I don't want to be famished, feel free to go grab something. And yes, you can come on back to the show and we can get started. All right, guys. Don't forget to check out believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. That's short form, long form, reels, articles, and so much more. And yes, guys, my book. Okay, so I took a little siesta yesterday. I didn't write yesterday, and I probably am not writing today. They're writing chapter 10. I'm hoping to finish this up before the end of the month. And then next month, I'll be doing the final proofing on it. So, again, the book is coming along. And so, yeah, let's kick this off. Are you ready, guys? I know I am. All right, everyone. So I want to say welcome one more time. If you guys did not catch my welcome, well, a big warm welcome to all of you again. Don't forget to get that delicious shake, whatever else that you want. Like I said, something like candy. It could be healthy, tart, sweet, or not, guys. That is totally up to you. So, like I said, welcome. It's great to have you here. The master topic for the week, by the way, in case you missed it, we're on series 5. This is show 9, and this is episode 2, by the way. And yep, it's about owning your path, clarity, courage, and boundaries for peak living. Yep. Well, welcome everyone to Inspirations for Your Life. I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, graduate student, and yes, guys, a passionate lifelong learner. And don't forget, pretty soon I'm going to be that's right, guys, a published author. And don't think I'm just going to stop with the one motivational book. There are going to be more motivational books, but there's also going to be another book coming out after that. I think it's going to be an AI book. I'm not sure yet, but I think that's probably because people have been asking me to write a tech book. So this week's master topic, as I said, is to own your path, clarity, courage, and boundaries for peak living, because when we own it, we can really go somewhere special. We explore 7 days together of motivational lessons, each with 30 fully unique actionable points designed to build awareness, focus, resilience, and intentional living. Today, guys, if you didn't catch it, it's Sunday, and it's about self-control and defining boundaries. Series 5, Show 9, Episode number 2. So let's just dig right in. All right. Number 1, self-control protects your focus and energy, ensuring you're not distracted by external influences. Because let's face it, you could get distracted by anything as simple as the wind, the rain, the snow, anything, even some noise, right? Even music can distract you if you're getting pulled off your path there. Number 2, guys, boundaries prevent others from hijacking your attention, allowing you to maintain your personal priorities. So I'll give you an example. I had an appointment with somebody actually set up for this coming week. And, I've been doing this for a very long time. And so basically what happened was, we had a confirmed appointment. And today, actually, he was emailing me back, kind of a little unsure. And I said, look, sir, I understand that you're a little uncertain about us fixing your technology. I get it. If it's the price, whatever it is, this is what it is. No. I definitely want you to come. I said, look, it sounds like, you really don't want this. One side of you does and one side of you doesn't. So I don't want to force you to have us come out there and fix it. So based on what I've been seeing, and I know you've been emailing me like multiple times during the day, I think you're going to be too much baggage for us to handle. So I'm going to actually cancel the appointment and tell you probably should go to another tech company and let them help you. Now, it's rare that I say that, but this person was basically needing somebody like every couple hours. Well, you sure you're going to fix this? And what's going to happen is you got to chill, right? I mean, there's a point where you say, okay, enough's enough, right? Number 3, saying no preserves your momentum and clarity, making it easier to stay focused on what truly matters in your life. All right. And I think that's an important thing because a lot of people don't realize, what that means. Number 4, avoid forbidden shortcuts that compromise your growth because they're going to come through your path, guys. I got to be honest with you. And the easy way out often leads to long-term stagnation and, yes, excessive procrastination. Number 5, self-discipline turns small wins into lasting habits that compound into significant results over time. So just like we have money we put in the bank and that compounds, we get compound interest. I'm not going to go into all that right now, but the same thing happens with our habits. When we do them and the more we do them, even though they're small, they compound to something really big. Number 6, clear boundaries reduce stress and decision fatigue by simplifying what's truly important. Number 7, respecting limits builds natural authority, showing others that you value your time and your energy. You see, when other people get the glimpse that your time is not important, okay, that's a bad thing. And so when that, let's say, proliferates even more, it causes people to lose respect in you. And you might say, John, I really don't care if somebody loses respect in me. Well, it's not just about them losing respect in you. It's about the energy they're going to drain from you. That is the most important thing you have to realize. Forget about what it appears like. You have to understand what it's going to do to you physically, emotionally, and even spiritually. Number 8, deliberate restraint strengthens long-term results. Success is built on consistency, not impulsivity. Maybe you're somebody who wants a snack. Well, being consistent and deliberate about saying, okay, I can have 2 snacks today, or I can have 3 snacks today, or I can have 3 cookies, whatever it is, and you stick to your guns on that, that's going to work. One thing I do every day, guys, is I do different weights. So on one day, I believe it's on the, like today is an even day. So tonight I'll be doing my lifts. It's like a twist. I go up and I lift, down and lift. So I'll do that with like 15 pounds. And I'll do 3 sets of 10 of those. Tomorrow, being an odd day, I actually do my goblet lifts where I hold one hand. I basically go all the way up and I squat all the way down, keeping my back arched nice and straight. Because what happens is if you slouch and you go down up, well, you're going to feel that in your back. So when you first start, you're going to feel it anyway. But if you have wrong form, you're going to feel the pain. And I know because at the very beginning when I did this, I was doing it like half-aid and I wasn't doing it right. And I was like, oh, my back. I couldn't even like, after I got up from the chairs, like I felt it. Now that I'm doing it right, it's better. But when you first start, it's going to have a little bit of discomfort. I got to be honest with you. Number 9, avoid impulsive actions. Freedom lies in control. Make choices that align with your values, not fleeting emotions. I think a lot of times emotions are great, but they sometimes get us misaligned with what we want. So emotions are good. There's nothing wrong with emotions. But when we set out to do something and it's not because of an emotion and the emotion kicks in later, that's perfectly okay. But if we're only doing something because of an emotion, then that could get us in trouble. And there are lots of reasons for that. But so think about something level-headed, right? And think about what you want to do. For example, maybe you're going to go shopping. I tell people, don't go shopping like for food on an empty stomach. That is the worst thing you can do because you will buy everything in the store. And I know I go to like BJ's, Costco, and I buy things in bulk and I can save. And that's a really great thing. I also love to go to our butcher. I also buy hamburgers at BJ's and Costco, and they're really good. I use a George Foreman grill, and then I will steam some broccoli, and I will make some French fries. The French fries is the first part of the prep. It takes about 25 minutes, but I really like that. And I do the hamburger in like maybe 10 minutes. I make sure it's cooked. Don't want it over well done. And the cleanup's really simple. I leave the grill on. I take some water. I go right over it, and the grill's clean, lickety split. Number 10, guys. Protect your energy from toxic influences that drain your focus and limit your potential. Now, sometimes you may not know what's going to drain you. It could be some little fork in the road, a bump in the road. But what I want to tell you is that if you're noticing that water or your energy, as I said, is kind of like draining out of you, you have to notice that. I mean, anybody can notice, like, if you're in a boat and you notice that the boat is starting to take on water, well, that's a problem. Eventually, it's going to sink. So you have to be aware of these things. And if you just operate full force and you're not aware, well, the boat's going to sink and you're probably going to still be on it until the very last moment, unless you realize that it's going under and then you get off. But that's too late. That's being reactive, not proactive. Proactive would be me checking the boat, making sure it's okay, there's no leaks, and just monitoring things and being ready. So if something does happen, I have, let's say I have the glue or I have whatever I need, the epoxy, to make sure that I can, keep the boat from sinking before I could get to the marina. Number 11, guys, boundaries clarify priorities for action. Knowing when to say no creates space for yeses to the right opportunities. I think a lot of people don't like to say no because they feel that no is an end, but no is not an end. No is a way of giving us space so we can actually say yes to ourselves. And one of the things I talk about in my book, I'm not going to get to it here. I talk about how it's important to realize that control, that no and that yes, and what no means to something else could mean yes to you. Number 12, guys, self-control creates confidence under pressure. The ability to choose intentionally in difficult moments, it's empowering for all of us, okay? I don't want to tell you that it's a hard thing, but I do want to tell you that it's something you should be aware of. And the more that you're aware of it, the more that you'll be able to grow and you'll be able to change, okay? That's a very, very important thing to understand. But a lot of people just look at what everybody else is saying. And based on what everyone else is saying, they're like, oh, there's not much I can do. But there is a lot you can do if you just realize you have more potential than you think. All right. That is a big key there. All right, guys. So moving on here to one I think that's very important, and that is number 13. And what's number 13? So number 13 is one that I think a lot of people are going to, they're going to appreciate this one a lot. And that is saying no creates space for meaningful work that drives you toward your goals without distractions. Similar to the other one, a little bit different though, right? Number 14, recognizing harmful impulses prevents regret. Self-awareness and impulse control lead to better choices. So when you want to go do something, do it not because you have an impulse, do it because you made up your mind to do it. Okay, that's important. And I think a lot of people, for whatever reason, they don't realize it, they don't understand that. And that's a problem for a lot of people. So I just want to make that very clear. Number 15, guys, self-discipline compounds over time, creating a ripple effect that strengthens every aspect of life. And for those of you that aren't watching us live, by the way, we do have live chat so that you can chat with us on the show. If you are tuned into us live, you definitely can do that. But I think, a lot of people, when they hear the word self-discipline, they get all confused. And the reason they get confused is because of where they are in the present moment, okay? Not where they're going, but where they are in the moment. And remember I said before, we have to be aware of the moment we're in. I know we want to get to the next moment and the moment after that, to the moment to the success happens, but we got to be mindful of the moment we are in. And then we can worry about the moment next. All right? All right. So number 16, limits sharpen focus and guide attention towards, yes, what we need to know, our goals and our values. So that might sound like a little bit crazy, but it isn't crazy at all, guys. It's not crazy. And it's actually the truth. All right. Number 17, protecting your energy multiplies productivity. When you're not scattered, you can go deeper and achieve even more. And I think that's a very important thing for us to realize and to to understand that we can do so much in our lives when we take account of the given moment. Okay. That's important. And number 18, guys, boundaries prevent emotional and mental overload, allowing you to focus on what matters most without burnout. Something I talk about in my book, which I'm not going to get into here. But boundaries are important and you need to set them physically, emotionally, spiritually. They protect you as a person. And I think when we have respect, even if we have boundaries, the boundaries can sometimes change. Because when respect is shown, boundary might just get a little bit less. Okay. Number 19. Saying no strategically is a yes to your goals. Prioritize what truly supports your vision of success. You'll say, oh, John, I can't say no. If I say no, I'm never going to get anywhere. Some of our greatest inventors of our time have said no many times. And they've invented some amazing marvels. Let's take an interesting one. Does anybody know? I'm going to ask you a quick question. Does anybody know who invented? This is a really funny one. Who actually invented the microwave? And it was about a candy bar. Do you know this one? Okay, so it was Percy Spencer. He was an American physicist, electrical engineer, and inventor of the microwave. As a boy, he was twice orphaned and began work at a young age, never finishing grammar school. During the night shift, he taught himself topics such as calculus, trigonometry, physics, and chemistry, establishing a lifelong habit of self-education, or quote unquote solving his own situation is what he called it. He called it solving my own situation. So the interesting thing about this, I don't know if you guys know how it worked, but Percy Spencer basically invented the microwave after noticing. So he had a candy bar in his pocket at work, and he noticed when he was working with these different radar guns. He was making radar for military defense, that the candy bar melted before lunchtime, and he was working with this magnetron, a type of vacuum tube used in radar systems. This led him to experiment with the possibility of heating food, ultimately resulting in the development of the microwave oven. His name is Percy LeBron Spencer. He was born in July 19th, 1894 in Howland, Maine, and he left the world on September 8th, 1970, before I was born. And so, physicist, electrical engineer, and inventor, we don't always take count or stock for how things work. So while working at Raytheon in 1945, Spencer noticed that the candy bar in his pocket melted when he stood near an active radar set. Intrigued by the phenomenon, he said, let's start working with food. Spencer created a metal box to contain the microwaves emitted by the magnetron, which is a type of vacuum tube used in radar technology. He filed a patent for the microwave oven October 8, 1945, and the first commercial model, called the Radar Range, was released in 1947. Did you guys know, and you're going to probably fall over on this, the early microwave oven features? Yes, the original Radar Range was large. It weighed about 750 pounds, standing nearly 6 feet tall, with a price tag, you ready, guys? $5,000. Which, if we kind of do the math of where that would be today, that would be $70,000 today. That's insane. But I wanted to share that with you because that's important, and it shows a highlight of how somebody can be successful. Number 20, self-control builds resilience during challenges, helping you stay strong when external forces try to knock you down. I had this tonight. I'm going to share one. So many of you guys know that I create content. I'm a video producer, keynote speaker, author pretty soon, and I'm a writer. I do articles. And so I'm very good at getting content to go viral on different groups. And one of the groups that I'm in is a technology group. And it was funny because, this one post that I made, it got literally, I'm going to tell you, over 10,000 views. So now whenever I post something in the group, I have a few what I'll call trolls. They're like, oh, that's a cop-out. That's another terrible post. So you have these one or two people that say that, and then the post just takes off. This post that I did just a few hours ago has 53 likes, loves, and 23 comments, and it's not even at an hour or two. Okay. Another post I had has over 11,000. So you're going to get these trolls. You're going to get the people that are going to try to knock you down. So then tonight, when he did this, he had messaged me. I messaged him back. He said, "Oh, don't message me anymore." And I was like, your rationale, your thinking doesn't make any sense. I told him that a book is coming out. He's like, "Oh, my daughter had her first book when she was 7." I said, "Well, that's wonderful." I said, "I made my first computer when I was 7." And he was just this BS type of person, a negative attitude you just don't want to be around. But my point is that you get these trolls, you get these people, you have to just ignore them and let them just wash off your back like water in the shower. Number 21, avoid harmful paths that threaten your progress. Stay true to your values, and you avoid distractions that derail you, that you'll avoid the distraction that will derail you. So you stay true to your path, your values, and you avoid the distractions that will derail you. And that sounds a little crazy, but it's the truth. If I would have let this character get under my skin, it could have caused problems. It could have caused me to not stay top rank. Oh, and did I mention in this one group, okay, which is pretty cool, guys. So there's different levels on Facebook. So in this one particular group, okay, I've exceeded the highest level that you can basically have. And that level, guys, is called All-Star Contributor, which you have to reach over you have to reach 5,000 points. You start as a rising contributor at 700, top contributor at 15, and then 5,000. And now I have over 12,000 points. But I don't post anything interesting. Yeah, right. So people get jealous when you get successful. It's sad. But when I was having this chat with the person in the chat thing on Facebook, it was obvious that his brain was not really functioning in a correct way. He was just a narcissist trying to just go after anything because he was looking for that rise, you know what I'm saying? And that was terrible, but I sensed it and I immediately blocked him and I moved on. So that was an example. Number 22, guys, boundaries create clarity in personal and professional life. They help you differentiate between what to say yes to and what to say no to, or what you should decline. Number 23, guys, resisting the impulse strengthens character. Like me going after and saying anything more to him, just blocking him, and that's it. Discipline is the bridge between the goals and the accomplishment. Remember something, guys. When you start rising above the ashes, okay, other people are going to get jealous. It's going to happen. I'm sorry. And so when you go viral on a post or you start going viral, now I went viral not on just one post, but several posts. So this wasn't some fluke that I just happened to go viral. I understood the niche of the market, and I've even done this in some other groups. There was another group where I was getting no traction at all. Again, I'm not going to give you the actual names of the groups because they are private, and I don't want to share that. There's another group that I was in. It's for my community, and I was getting no traction in the group for a very long time. And I realized the problem. You know what the problem was? The problem was I was posting about me and not about other things. So right now I've got 2,324 points, just a little bit away from the next level, which is, yes, 5,000. In another group that I belong to. So when I post content, guys, I post content that is going to make a difference. And I think that's an important thing for a lot of people is that, we want to make a difference. Why? Because when we make a difference in something, other people can see the value of it and stuff like that. And so this other group that I'm in, I've been in for a while as well. In this particular group, I started out with, again, a smaller following. And I started out with something called Rising. I got nothing. And then I have Rising Contributor. And right now I'm only I'm going to say maybe 120 points away from getting top contributor. So when you get top in something happens. People start to notice what the heck you're doing, and sometimes they get jealous, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean you should stop, okay? That's a very important thing. Number 24, self-discipline turns vision into action, transforming your aspirations into reality through focused effort. Through focused effort. That's key, guys. Number 25, forbidden zones protect your focus and momentum. Avoid the distractions that steal your time and your energy. Now, you might not think of it as stealing, but think of it as taking your time away. And if it takes your time away, you know what happens? It's time you can't have for yourself. That's an important thing. So like that one group I was telling you about, two trolls immediately posting some sarcastic comment in the beginning, and then their comment has dropped way to the bottom of the sludge, the scum of the barrel, and nobody's really paying attention to them. But you see, their goal is to try to get my goat. And I'm like, okay, you want to do that? That's fine. And I realized that I got to cut them out. So I blocked them. Number 26, guys. Boundaries maintain emotional stability, ensuring that you're not swayed by negative influences or situations, like those trolls in that group, right? Like those trolls. And I think that's another important thing to realize. You're going to get trolls in your life, right? You're going to get trolls in your life. It's inevitable. Hopefully not too many. But when you get success, sometimes you'll have trolls there trying to, nip at your shirt to try to keep you back. Okay? Number 27, guys. Self-control lays the foundation for excellence in everything you do. Consistency, guys, is the key to success. I don't say you do something once and you're a success. You keep doing it again, again, again. Now, I've been in these groups for several weeks. I rose to the top in one group in less than 2 weeks. This other group that I've been for a couple years, this group in my neighborhood, I was getting nowhere. It was only when I changed my perspective saying, wait a minute, I got to post things more about the group. So on Sunday, I post something a little nostalgic. On Wednesday, I post something more about me or my business, which is allowed because Wednesdays is Business Wednesday. Number 28, guys, saying no with intent builds influence, showing others that you respect yourself and your priorities. Number 29, deliberate limits amplify your personal freedom. Saying no to unnecessary demands gives you the space to create your best life. And number 30, when you master self-control, you master your life. Deliberate choices bring clarity, confidence, and freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. Be sure to check out BelieveMeAchieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations as soon as you can, right now after the show. And you can always get replays of this or other shows as well. And you know I'm on every single day. And don't forget to check out all the other shows and all the other great content. I'll see everyone real soon. Be well.